Hello everybody, and good morning, I guess. Um, Today are going to be some Wicca tips, basics, and pretty much whatever I wind up talking about. I have a bunch of stuff here that I'm showing you and telling you about. So, if you're going to, I'm first I'm just going to give some tips for starters. Yeah, I'm just going to move this because I can't really see you. And I'm gonna be showing you some stuff. So these are two pieces of quartz. One is a piece of raw quartz, and I'm trying to be able to show you that. See, I love the way this is shaped, almost like a diamond. And what do you call? I forgot what you call a stone when it's not a raw stone. But yeah, those are some. You don't actually need those. I'm just showing you those, because you may want them. They're pretty powerful. Quartz is really strong. But you are definitely going to want a book of shadows. This is your number one priority, is a book of shadows. This one is my mini book of shadows. I made it myself. That's why it's really thin, because I didn't have time. I just needed to throw that together. Um, you are going to want something to represent your goddess. Your goddess is actually you're gonna want that to come first before your god. So look for your goddess first. And if you can't find her, just say, "Oh, I got the goddess and the god," because that's pretty much what you do when you start Wicca. You get the god and the goddess. No particular god and goddess. My goddess is Isis, but I have been practicing Wicca for about 3 or 4 years now. 2 or 3, maybe. I think it's only 3. But this is my Isis representation. It's a picture that has been ruined, but it's all I got. So, yeah, that's what I use to represent Isis. You're going to want some candles, if you can get a hold of them. This is an electric candle. And if you're about to ask in the comments why, or if you've already done that, why, if it's an electric candle, why do you want an electric? Shouldn't you have an actual burnable candle? You don't actually need one. The reason I'm using an electric is because I'm asthmatic. I think that's the right term. I have asthma, whatever you want to say. So I use that instead of getting smoke in my lungs and just making me go to the hospital. So that's what I pretty much do, and I find it really good. It actually works rather well. Oh, I love the music in the background. So yeah, that's basically what that is. I'm just getting something from behind the computer that I'm using to record to show you. A chalice. You're actually gonna want a glass chalice, because I've noticed metal not that good when you're using it. What a chalice is for is you'll pour inside of it water, juice, wine, whatever you want to use at that time. You're gonna pour it into the chalice, right inside. And if you are starting a coven as well, and I'm going to explain what that is, because not many people do. Not many people explain or know what it is. You actually pass it around through your coven, and each person will take a step and wish upon it. I'm assuming. I don't quite remember. I don't. And it's also used in ritual. If you have an athame and you're a high priestess or a high priest, you use it and put it among the chalice. I think. I don't really know much about athames or covens. I know basics about covens. I do know there's a high priest, a high priestess, that it's a group of 3 or more. And if you're saying, oh, but what happens when there's 2 witches who practice together? If that's the case, I call it a mini coven. And if you're about to say, oh, does that mean a single person is another mini coven? And that is a no. A single person by themselves is a solitary practitioner, which a lot of people actually know. So yeah, that's basically how that section works. That period of coven and solitary. I think I did that wrong. Solitary to coven. However you, whatever. That's how that works. A coven is a group of normally 3 to 13 who all practice together. And you can be solitary and in a coven, where when you join your coven every week or so, that's your coven time, and then for the rest of the time you can practice by yourself. Oh, that music in the background is so relaxing. I just love relaxing. I actually use that music in the background to meditate over. I'm going to make a video on meditation. Have I think? No. Okay, so I'm just going to be showing you more stones. This is blue calcite, I think. And that's also a pretty powerful stone. Actually, what am I saying? All stones are powerful. This is my amethyst. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show that to you, but yeah, I'm gonna. I love my amethyst. This is what the back of it looks like. Those are some basics you're going to need. You're also going to need a wand, which can be anything from a twig to a crystal the size of your arm, really. And then once it gets over your arm, it's technically a staff or a scepter, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to be putting my stones away for a second, and explaining more. You will want to find a god after your goddess, and that's what you're going to do there. You can also, if you don't have a wand, you can substitute it for your index finger, really. Doesn't really matter. Something that can conduct energy. But I am recommending a wand, because a wand comes with its own energy, and then you put your energy through it. That's why a wand is one of the most powerful Wiccan tools ever. So, you can also use a flute, and I'm putting that the wrong way. You can use a flute instead of a wand or your index finger if you'd like. And if you don't, a wand can actually also be a pencil or even a pen, really. Anything that's long, partially pointed or rounded at the end, something that can conduct energy and has energy. So anything, pretty much. Anything that's like in a stick form. You can also, I don't know if I've shown you this yet, you can also use these to increase your magic and energy. That's actually a spell bottle, and I'm going to show you in a later episode how to make those. I didn't actually make this one, I actually bought this one, but they're not that hard to make either. So that's all I'm going to be teaching you today, and there will be a learning series, a Wiccan training series coming up next. But I will be doing Wicca 101 before that, so the Wicca 101 will wind up taking up 2 parts, because YouTube doesn't really accept anything over 15, 20 minutes, really. Doesn't really accept anything over 18 minutes for me. So, thank you and goodbye.